Um, yeah, I'm not using the GoPro. I know the resolution's a little bit gross, but software for that is just such garbage. It's just it's worthless. Um, so I'm gonna try like an iPhone or something up there. I got an old iPhone. I don't know where I put it, but I'll find it. Um, let's see. I'm not sure what this is. This is from Amazon. He's a little leery. Oh, here we go. Okay. So here is we're working on guitars. This is 0.47 guitar capacitors. So this is like for single coil pickups. I was supposed to get some 223s. I don't see them. I've got some spares, but I don't know where they're at. Uh, but there should be another box of these things. Let me just check Amazon real quick and see if they forgot to send them. I was looking for some bike tires today. Man, there is such a shortage of BMX tires. It's crazy. It's still going on. I don't know if you remember, like 2019, 2020 was nuts. Um, they are still short. Let's see. Okay, it says the 220 0.22 the humbucker size capacitors are coming. Man, these suckers are big. I don't know. This is gonna be a little hard to fit in there, but I've seen bigger, so at least I won't lose them, right? Allegedly. Let's take a look. Man, I'm loving these things. So this was 25 bucks. Um, and it's absolutely killer. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let me pull this apart. It's from Philadelphia Luthier Tools and Supplies. I really like this company. Um, there was another version of this thing, but that company had gone out of business. I'm gonna see how this is. Ooh, I was a little bit worried about this, about a battery, but here it is. And you guys are gonna laugh because I got scallops, right? So how are we gonna do this? Just need a lab coat now that I got this thing, right? Um, so here's the battery. And look, they shipped the battery. Sorry, Obama. He wasn't a bad president, but man, that battery ban for Hawaii is pain. Okay. So let's see. This looks like maybe this is a tweaker. This is a heavy base. Very heavy. Here's the gauge. So, if you guys ever seen like drum dial or whatever, this is a lot like a camshaft dial indicator. I suppose that the battery goes in the back here. I don't see any instructions whatsoever. Um, well, that's good. Let's see if there's instructions online. Why? String height. Maybe this is a nut slotting gauge. Maybe they don't call it string height. Um, maybe type in digital. Digital height. How about that? Yeah, here we go. Second. Hello? Here I am looking for a screwdriver. Comes with a screwdriver. So I don't see any instructions, so I don't really know how to use this, but maybe I'll find a video or something. Hopefully I'm not breaking this. I don't feel a spring. I thought I would feel a spring. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing this the hard way. Yeah. Man, I love this thing. Oh, crap. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, so I screwed this thing back together and I wasn't able to turn it on. I have a feeling this thing's not making contact. I would love to see some instructions. So I don't know if you're supposed to shove this thing. I don't know. Does it need to be grounded? Maybe that's where this goes. About that. So if this is pushing against it, will that force the battery to stay on? I think so. I do have to find instructions because I have no idea how you're supposed to work this thing. But I got a bass here. So my problem is, my guitars are scalloped, right? So we're probably gonna have a little trouble. I was thinking I'd put a string gauge card down on the fretboard and do it that way, but I'm not exactly sure how this thing works. I think that the way it works is you put the plunger on the string, push it down, and then you see how high the string comes up, and that'll give you your action. I think. Does that take into account the height of the string? If that's the case, I don't think it matters if my frets are scalloped or not. We'll find out. Um, yeah, I'm kind of running out of time here, unfortunately. I got a phone call that took up some time I didn't have. Excuse me. If this thing works the way I'm thinking, this is actually going to be pretty cool and pretty simple. As long as I can keep it staying on. Tell me I didn't drop it on the ground. Bounced. I'm really thrilled about the battery system. Or the lack of instructions. Let me see if it dropped in my lap. I got a magnet. What did I just do with that magnet? I don't know if these are magnetic screws, but they are. I got to go set up for an audiobook in a second. Oh, man. Oh, is that it? Well, I might have already lost a screw for this thing. If I really care, I can go get some more, I'm sure. That's a wood screw for the guitar. Yeah, I don't know where that went. All right, well, so how do you zero this thing? Let me just try something real quick. I'll push this down. 0. And I'm getting 2.58. Sorry, 2.3 millimeters. If I go to inches, millimeter. I know you guys can't see this. So basically, the way this thing seems to work is you push it down, 0 it, and then let the string push it back up. And hopefully there's enough tension on the string, then you can read the number there. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna get a gauge card, and let's compare. That was like 2.3 millimeters. So I'm gonna take a look at this guy. Let's go 12. Plus the StewMac one. This is my most expensive ones from StewMac. I can't stand it. These cheapies, El Cheapos off of Amazon. I forget who makes these. String Action doesn't say who makes them, but these ones are awesome. Okay, 12th fret. I'm getting about, I think, a little bit more than 2.5 millimeters. So I think this is how it works. I'm gonna put it here, and I suppose you got to be pretty accurate with where you're putting it exactly. So I'll press it down, 0 it, and then bring it up. I'm getting 3.24 millimeters, so I'm not sure that I'm doing this right. Hold on. Okay, that's 0. 3.2. 3.2 millimeters. Let me look at. Oh, that's right. Oh, awesome. Okay. Okay, so let's do again, getting some dumb crap from the Reaper's user group. Reaper user group often has idiots on it that just say the stupidest thing. I'm talking about some stretching. Here, let me show you. So we're looking at the editing on here, the grid lines, different colors and stuff. It's just answering idiots at the Reaper user group. I don't know why I bother asking. These guys are morons. All right. Sorry about that. But, you know, the funniest thing is when people tell me, they RTF me about Reaper. I mean, come on. Looking at the Reaper guy, right? All right. So let's see how these scallops are, because this is where it's going to be tricky. So I don't want the neck to bend in any way, because that's going to really mess things up. I'm going to take a baseline reading right now of what I'm seeing for my action right now at the 12th fret on the high E string. I think that I'm seeing about 1.1 millimeters, maybe 1. Whole time I was thinking I was getting 0.75. All right. So now this is a very light string. Okay, so here's the issue. This is rocking, right? This is rocking because of my scallops. Now what I could do is possibly place one of these cards underneath, but I'd have to, you know, measure the caliper and then take that height away from it, and this can be a war of tolerances. What I think that I can do is to really just try and hold this sucker steady. There are some lands on the sides of my scallops that aren't too bad. Let's see. So if I hold this down, zero it. Yeah, this is really hard. I'm actually seeing like 0.75. Let me zero this again. You know, these strings are so light that the weight of this is pushing down on. Yeah, see, there's so little tension on this string that it's not heavy enough to keep this plunger from weighing it down. That's a problem. I wonder. See this brass thing at the end? I'm supposing this is the weight. Can I take that off? Now I can take the top off. I'm kind of scared of what's going to happen if I take the top off. Hold on. I have a feeling I could break this thing by like that. So the weight is a problem here. What I could do, I suppose, is block the tremolo completely somehow, crank up the tension on the string, and then do it. But that's kind of silly. I don't think that's really a good way to go. So the weight, yeah, the weight is just too much on this. Let me see how it is on the low A, low B, whatever. See how that feels. It's round. Sorry. All in all, this is a cool product, and this is, you know, maybe not light enough tension for guitar strings, but it'd be good on bass. Okay, so that's 0. Again, this is too heavy. The weight of this thing is pushing the string down. Trying to hold it like 1.3 millimeters. Yeah, it's just too heavy. All right, so I'm going to think about this. I have a feeling this brass bar down here is where all the weight is. So if I can take that off somehow. We'll take the back off again real quick. Let's take a look. Pull this off one more time. I already lost one screw, right? I'm going to lose some more. What time is it? Do I still have time? Oh, and that's just getting close. All right, we're going to pull this off. Take a look, and then I got to go set up for that audiobook. Oh, man, this phone won't stop ringing. Some scammer. So this is how this device works. It's got some kind of resistor or something. So I definitely don't want to pull this off. I don't want to put up too much pressure on this bar because I could break this device right here. So I want this to slide smoothly, but I don't know if I can actually unscrew this brass bar. I'm scared to put pressure on here because like I could easily break this resisting device inside here. I want to take this brass bar out. I mean, I could put some pliers on here, but I really don't want to scuff this up. You know, that's going to make it hard to, that's going to make it just as bad. So if I could get enough grip on here. Oh, I think I'm turning it. Oh, I might have just broke it. Okay. So what I suppose is that what I really need to do is file this thing down. Let's let's try this with just this weight and let's see what happens. This brass isn't all that heavy. But let's just see. It may need this height. It may not work with this height this way. But I can put this back. Let me put this back together first. Let's go check what the idiots are saying at the rug. Okay. Put this guy back together. I saw something about a different one with the spring, and it was making trouble on light strings. So this makes sense that this would be a problem. But I have a feeling that I can just change weights on this thing maybe. Um, and, or not run the brass plunger at all. So let's try this again without that brass piece on it. See if it's got enough movement to actually work. Maybe that's going to be out of tolerance now. But let's try. The other thing I could do is use it relatively, but I don't like that idea. Okay, so you're going to be on the end. See you here. I don't know if it's going to go down far enough without that piece on there. Shoot. That might be a problem. Let's see. Yeah, now it won't hit the string. Okay, so the only way this seems to go all the way down is with this piece on there. Oh man, okay, so we're gonna answer some idiots here. Sorry, we're gonna take this. All right, so here's what we're going to. Tell me about Reapers. All right. All right. Let's. So I think what we're gonna have to do here is just shave this guy down. But I'm scared because there's only so much distance it could go. Or I could get another screw. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. After I'm done with my audiobook today, I'm going to go to the hardware store, figure out what thread this is, and get some smaller things that I can put in there that'll reach just the same, because I think that, you know, even this is too heavy. Yeah, even this bar itself is too heavy for string. So the other thing we could do, of course, we do this, right? Put the guitar sideways. Well, this is gonna be a major pain. Put the guitar sideways and then do it that way, because this is just too heavy. This is just way too heavy. Maybe if I take this top off, we'll get. Ooh, that does have some weight to it. Yeah, it's still too much weight. Man. Yeah, this was a let's see, there was 3 different choices for this thing, I think. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Right, I really got to go set up for this audiobook, but so there was, let's see, let me see the 3 choices. Bass only, guitar, and bass. So I bought the guitar one, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. What's the difference? Guitar. Is there a I mean, this is a really cool product. I just having a little bit of trouble with the implementation. I think this is the guitar version. Let's see. See what the reviews say. A point deducted though because the weight of the plunger is heavy enough to cause inaccurate readings. Yeah. Yeah, so they're seeing the same problem that I did. Okay, so I got to get this ready.